Something about you seems different. I can't quite figure it out.
Disney's latest live-action remake of The Little Mermaid has hit theaters and is making a splash in the box office. I went to the movies not expecting anything new or profound, and that's exactly what I got. Before we start, I'm going to say that I'm extremely biased in favor of Halle Bailey, but I'm going to be as honest as possible.
I just want to know more about them.
Actually, I'm going to be completely honest because Disney needs to know about their faults. Even my love for Halle can't save them. Now, this movie is enjoyable. The song remakes are very good. Halle is giving her all during the musical notes, which I am not surprised by. Her voice is very beautiful and it carries this movie. Her singing filled the room and even got an ovation for Part of Your World. I honestly wouldn't have minded if she sang every song in the movie. Every time a song would play, I wanted it to be her singing, but that's neither here nor there. I could have gone without Prince Eric's song. I'm almost certain he didn't have one in the original, but based on this new movie, I can see why. I absolutely hated it. It just extended the runtime. Nobody came to see you, Eric. Why are you singing? Also, Under the Sea was kind of a letdown. The choreography was great, the visual performance was energetic, but the song itself sounded flat compared to the original. Sebastian and Scuttle were a good time. Their back and forth banter kept the movie fresh and spirited. They have a short rap song when Scuttle tells the crew about Eric's plans, and I was having my own little concert in my seat. They definitely didn't disappoint when they performed Kiss the Girl either. I felt this version of the song had the same impact for this movie as it did in the original.
I want more.
The CGI in The Little Mermaid lacks so much. I don't understand how a $1 trillion company can't give us quality visual effects. Making live action movies underwater isn't Hollywood's strong suit. Between the hair floating and the movements of the characters in the water, it just looks unnatural and weird no matter what. The separation of the CGI water and the real water is like night and day. There's a substantial difference that doesn't blend nicely on screen. Going from under the sea to surface level was visually off-putting. They also didn't do Ursula any justice with the CGI either. I think her tentacles were about 2 feet too long. They took up 80% of the screen when she stretched them out or simply swam around. And I truly believe the visual effects team forgot to finish the first draft of Gigantic Ursula. Gigantic Ursula appeared to be in the beginning stage of editing. She looked very computerized, like the 3D graphics didn't render properly. I'm sure they noticed how bad she looked and decided, hey, let's not put any light on her and maybe nobody will notice. Well, I noticed, and shame on you for not finishing.
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Now, I enjoyed Sebastian as a character, but I was very irritated with Daveed Diggs' poor attempt at a Jamaican accent. As a half Jamaican myself and growing up with them, I felt that Disney could have literally got an actual Jamaican actor to play the role. His dialect was subpar. His pronunciation of certain words and phrases really gave me secondhand embarrassment. His performance single-handedly ruined Under the Sea for me. His voice was not deep enough for this role or that song. One thing that hinders this movie is that it tries to implement characteristics and tones of the animated version, such as Ursula's monologues. This lady had scenes where she would be talking to herself, expressing her feelings, and explaining her plan for revenge. Like, at least have her talk to the eels. As a cartoon, stuff like that is fine, but as live action, it just looks goofy. Also, Flounder was pretty much a side note in this movie. He didn't really have any reason to be around other than for name recognition. Sebastian and Scuttle carried the load as prominent side characters to Ariel. Plus, he wasn't fat and didn't really stand out visually, so he kinda got lost in the action. Overall, The Little Mermaid was a fun time. I will go see it again just off my experience in the theaters. People celebrating and enjoying the songs and dances. I can listen to Halle Bailey sing all day. Like, she just has a beautiful voice. I believe the kids will enjoy this movie, but for us who grew up with the original Little Mermaid, we may feel a way about how this movie was presented to us, especially with the visual changes and realism. This film had a lot of controversy concerning the casting of Halle Bailey, but you know what? Who cares? She did a great job as Ariel, and if her being casted as Ariel has you ripping your hair out and saying vile things about her, then you're the problem. It's not like mermaids are monumental figures in history. So shut up and enjoy the movie. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on The Little Mermaid. Do you think Disney is trying to pull us in with the constant nostalgia? Have they actually ran out of ideas? Let me know in the comment section. While you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Y'all be easy.